Hey everyone, this is Dr. Connie. Welcome to my show podcast, Mind Your Health. Today I want to talk to you guys about yoga and nutrition. I believe as a registered dietitian and a physical therapist, and I have a knowledge base in psychology as my bachelor's degree in college was psychology. I come to think about how we tend to compartmentalize and separate and fragment all these concepts, tearing all the things that we do into different parts. But we don't do much to integrate them. And this is why when I sought out to study more the Eastern philosophy that includes yoga as well as traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurveda, I love how the Eastern philosophy starts with a principle based practices that aim to integrate your physical, your mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies into one cohesive whole being. We're human beings, not doings, right? So I've really come to love and appreciate the practice of yoga for what that affords me and allows me in terms of self exploration to really get to know sort of the intricate intelligence that's inherent to my body and mind. And I believe, as somebody who's clinically been present as a registered dietitian, clinically in the hospital, working with diabetes patients to gut dysfunctions, and then physical therapist who was helping people with neurological difficulties as well as orthopedic, I really feel like I have a sense of understanding of why people don't become whole and well once they're into the medical or once they're trapped in the medical system, I should say. Um, and I'll explain a little bit, but I really want you guys to really understand the bigger picture in terms of your pursuit for health and wellness. And as many of you guys know, I have my background through the Institute of Functional Medicine, studying many of the Western evidence based practices in holistic, which is functional based medicine, if you will. For me, I've come to realize it doesn't really matter dogmatic stance or an entity or what camp you belong to. I believe it's all about integrating all these practices into something that you can experience in your own life every day so that you can integrate it into your being. And then if you need some help with that, then we can certainly coach you along, but really build a community around like-minded people that uplifts to elevate their consciousness to really be filled with love, peace, and joy. And that's really what I hope for us as we learn together. Today, I want to talk to you guys about yoga and nutrition and really talking about the yin and yang to the nutritional science that's more principle based. So let's go talk a little bit about what yoga is, right? Because many of you guys know yoga feels good. Many of us practice it because we want to look the part. We want to feel good. Some of us, as we practice, we come to know the spiritual aspects of the yoga practice. Because when we connect through our breath and movement, we come to cultivate this inner awareness to uplift and open up our chakras, which is the energy centers in our spine, to really elevate our consciousness in this way and realize that we're much more than meets the eye. So yoga is a physical, mental, and spiritual practice from ancient India. And it involves combination, like I said, of physical postures, which I love as a physical therapist, breathing exercises, which has health benefits, and meditation for the psychological mind peace of mind, and ethical principles, spiritual, to promote overall health and well-being. It's a lifestyle. The word yoga means to join, to unite, and refers to the union of the individual consciousness with the universal. As I said, community of like-minded people coming together. We all collectively become one unit. In terms of its physical benefits, yoga has been shown to improve flexibility, strength, and balance and posture and reduce stress and tension in the body. And research has proven that regular yoga practice can also help to improve cardiovascular and respiratory function, lower your blood pressure, and even improve digestion. The mental and emotional benefits of yoga include reducing stress, anxiety, and depression, and increasing feelings of calm and inner peace. Yoga can also help improve focus, concentration, and memory, and enhance self awareness and body awareness as well. Yoga also adds profound spiritual benefits as it is considered a path to self realization and enlightenment. I like to explain to my students that what happens on the mat, hard or easy, and how you show up for them allows for self exploration, self awareness, ultimately to self growth. Through yoga, you can learn to quiet your mind, bring awareness to your body and what it's messaging to you, reduce attachment to material possessions and circumstances, and develop a more profound sense of inner peace and connection with the world and with yourself. To get the most out of yoga practice, it's essential to be adequately nourished. This is where nutrition comes into play. Nutrition studies how food affects the body and how the body processes food to maintain good health. And good nutrition is essential for overall well being and can significantly impact both physical and mental health. Many cultures around the world, especially in the East, used food as medicine, balancing each element like metal, fire, water, wind, and earth that is also within the body with respective organs with various properties of food. It's principle based. And the concept of yin and yang in food actually refers to the balance between the contrasting elements in a dish. So in traditional Chinese philosophy, yin is associated with more the feminine, dark, cool, and passive qualities, while yang is associated with more the masculine, bright, warm, and active qualities. In the context of food, yin ingredients like fruits, vegetables, and tofu are believed to have cooling effect in the body, while yang ingredients, on the other hand, are believed to have warming effect on the body, like your meats, grains, and spices. And the goal is to balance a dish's yin and the yang ingredients to maintain overall health and wellness. For example, a dish that includes both carrots, a yin ingredient, and beef, a yang ingredient, can help balance the cooling and the warming effects in the body. This is in line with the overall goal of traditional Chinese medicine to maintain balance and harmony within the body. It's important to note that this concept of yin and yang in food is not based in scientific evidence, but as they say, it's traditional Chinese beliefs that are thousands and thousands of years old, right? Just because something is not proven, it's dismissed in the Western culture. But I believe there's definite wisdom embedded in these practices. So now let's discuss yin and yang in the context of Ayurveda, which is more of the Hindu or yoga lineage. The concept of yin and yang has similarities to the ancient Indian medical system of Ayurveda as well. In Ayurveda, the balance between contrasting elements refers to the balance between the three doshas. They're considered vata. The three doshas are vata, pitta, and kapha. And each dosha is associated with specific physical, mental, and emotional characteristics and is believed to govern different bodily functions. And the goal of Ayurveda is to maintain a balance between the three doshas, as an imbalance in one or more of the doshas can lead to health issues. And in the context of food, Ayurvedic practitioners recommend eating foods that balance the doshas. For example, warming foods, right? Spices like ginger and cinnamon are believed to balance the vata, while cooling ingredients like cucumber and mint are believed to balance the pitta. And similarly, heavy nourishing foods like dairy and nuts are believed to balance the kapha. A balanced diet should include a variety of foods from all food groups, including carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. And it's important to choose nutrient dense foods like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats, and limit foods and high in sugar, salt, and unhealthy fats. If you think about it, this is embedded in most of the Western culture, except in the West, we're all about the keto diets, counting our macros. Like it's all about the scene, right? Or even the paleo diet, or just camps around different food groups and vegan diet. It's very polarizing. But if you can really appreciate whatever you choose that's really right for your body in that given moment, and that you are dynamic in that you change with the seasons, you change with age, you change based on what you're going through in life. These are certain things that I want you guys to keep in mind when you're looking for answers for the proper foods that you should be consuming, because I believe there's too much information, and information does not provide you with the experience of knowing your intuitive guidance, right? So, in order for you to really understand, you have to be connected body and mind, is why the practice of yoga precedes the practice of looking for the proper foods. Because once you become more bodily aware with mind and body connected, then you become a little bit more and more and more increasingly connected to your solar plexus, which is your gut and your third eye, the chakras in your body. Everything sort of comes in together to create harmony. In addition to the balanced diet, obviously hydration is essential for proper nutrition. The body needs adequate amount of water to function correctly, and water is an essential component of many of the body's processes, including digestion, circulation, and detoxification. And practicing yoga actually allows one to be mindful of nourishing the body. Nutrition is critical for overall health and well-being. And while yoga helps to improve physical, mental, and spiritual health, as well as emotional, proper nutrition provides the body with the essential nutrients it needs to function optimally. Combined, they can create a powerful synergy, helping you lead a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling lives that are in alignment with who you are. As a registered dietitian and a functional medicine practitioner for over 25 years, I've worked in all facets in nutrition, health and wellness, as well as physical rehabilitation and holistic medicine. I believe that freedom and enjoyment of food is an essential part of our lives. And rather than looking for restrictive ways of eating, it's helpful instead to focus on the five senses of the body and go back to the principle based ways of eating and tuning into your own intuition to allow the body to connect to the mind to discern the best foods for you. It's an internally guided strategy at any given moment in time. You guys, food is so much more than calories. It's our culture, it's connection, it's our comfort, it's memories, roots, as well as nourishment for our bodies to function at its best. I don't think we can distill all of that down to carbohydrates, fats, and proteins and count macros as our way to lose weight. And then what, right? It's our connection to ourselves. Our culture today and its overemphasis on good or bad and demonizing foods are not conducive to a healthy diet. And when you can understand that food is medicine that provides nourishment to our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual realms, you can be much wiser about your choices. It's when we subscribe to dogmatic viewpoints that polarize us from natural laws that govern our well being that we get into imbalances that lead ultimately to sickness and weight gain and so on and so forth. I believe that health is no longer possible with knowledge alone. We need experience into connecting with our senses. That experience is critical. We have to experience the healing. It's in our lifestyle. We have to really be everything that we learn. Implementation, application is key. And our body and mind needs to be integrating that. And all that we do, the experience needs to be integrated into our nervous system, into our body, mind, and emotions and spirit to get. And then when we need or get stuck and have blind spots because of limiting beliefs, we need to get proper coaching to keep making progress and overcome our limitations. And lastly, build a healthy, uplifting community that supports and uplifts. I just want to say thank you as we embark in this new year post COVID. I really want us to really be principle based, that is timeless. And once we can be responsible for our own health and from that state of being, we can all embrace our own basic needs, tap into our 5 or 6 senses, or even 7 senses, connect to our chakras through our practice, make the healing and health and wellness be a part of the experience that we experience every single day, and then integrate that into ourselves. And then coaching along the way, building a community to uplift as a cohort, as a universal like togetherness, oneness that we are, then only then can we have a world full of health and vitality and love, peace, and joy can really be abound in everybody's lives. And that's really the goal I have through my podcast, as well as all the work that we do. Want to learn more? I want you to follow me on Instagram, TikTok at Dr. Connie Chung. That's with CHEUNG, as well as to subscribe to my YouTube, Dr. Connie Chung, as well as Mind Your Health podcast, wherever podcasts are played. Subscribe there, DM me, and connect with me and communicate with me. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys all next week.